And there we go. Good morning and happy Monday, my crafty creatures. Those of you who are awake at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh my goodness. So today we will have a page finish. I haven't worked on it all weekend, mostly because I have been rearranging my scenario. I got the shelves I was talking about. I have my Unicorn Dreams smelly oil wax burner thing going, so my area smells unicorny and dreamy. I've cleaned most of my dragon statues, which is a trick and a half because my house is very dusty due to the wood stove. Okay. And I completely, I added a whole lot of light. So you guys will giggle. This line right here on camera is actually my filing cabinet, and I thought it was one of the lines for my bars, like my camera, and yeah. So, but this is a filing cabinet. I could move it, but it's just gonna get caught in the background for the time being. In my rearranging, I've opened up a whole lot of space. It's all pretty awesome, honestly. But page finish. Finishing out with 820, and then we'll move on to 823 so that we can start seeing Divine's ear. This week's stream schedule, I will not be on tomorrow. I have an eye doctor appointment at 9, in which my eye gets dilated. So I will not be around tomorrow. So today we're doing the page finish. That'll be all the work that gets done on Divine this week. Thursday and Friday, I will be on. Thursday will be 9 to noon, and Friday will be 10 to noon. Ooh. I have cool stuff to show off later on in the stream. Once everybody kind of wakes up, I know that takes about half an hour, 45 minutes for people to actually log on. So right now, I'm just talking to myself and my bots and all the other bots that try to spam me. But that's okay. That's not a safe thing to do. I dropped my whip tool. It's essentially a needle with no eye. Oh, incoming ad break, says Pando. Whew. Trying to fill in these dots down here. Oop. Car behind us. Car behind. It's honking its horn. Someone disturbed it. So, I got a ton of snow yesterday, and after stream, I get to shovel it. I'm sure husband creature will help, but he's sleeping. He works the overnight tonight, so he's taking a nappy poo right now. I gotta say how pleased I am with this new setup. I have a whole lot of light coming in this way. I can actually see out my window. And once I get it's been a lot of cleaning. It has been a lot of dusting and reorganizing and moving stuff to where it should be going and not where I just kind of put it there for the time being. And with this new ability to see all the stuff, I can now clean all the stuff. The shelves that I got are different. They're not exactly the same. So I still have a lot of organizing and figuring out of where stuff is gonna sit. But overall, it is a fantastic upgrade. Oh.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. A feeling from deep inside. A sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now. United as one. This is our destiny. Release the energy.
No,
Stand
I don't want
together. Together as one. We stand here together, united as one. One tribe.
We are going into week 2 of things being relatively uneventful. I'm not going to use the Q word here. We do not use the word that is synonymous with inciting panic. And for those of you who work in healthcare or retail, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Look at us now. Release the energy. Together as one. Together as one.
So I allow myself 1 hour every week to get super duper duper political. Not to say that I don't like keep up on the news and I'm not doing my research and paying attention to what's going on in the world, because I do recognize what today is. And boo is all I got for that. That is I could very easily swap over, or I could have another device play the events that are happening in America's capital today. But I am opting to go, nope, not giving that person any more attention than absolutely necessary. That being said, I allow myself an hour every week. I watch Meet the Press, which I like Chuck Todd. Don't get me wrong. Kristen Walker is a very educated, beautiful, lovely person. I enjoyed Chuck Todd's personality, and his essentially his ability to go, but you didn't answer my question. And I was watching, and funny enough, it has nothing and everything to do with politics, all at the same time. So, Martin Luther King III was on to celebrate his father's birthday, which is today, and he was talking about his legacy, because all of us seem to think we have a legacy to uphold our family. If we have a famous or illustrious parent, that legacy gets pressurized on us. It's kind of like tradition. It's rules sent down by old people. I'm not a huge fan of tradition. If you like it, awesome, it's fine. But it shouldn't be a standard to live by. Because it's just peer pressure by dead people. And legacy is kind of like peer pressure from others about your family. So, and he was speaking about how he has made it, he has worked it so that legacy is being the best version of himself. We create our own legacies. Don't try to live up to the standards of someone else. Just be the best version of you. And that really resonated, because do I want to like uphold the goodness and the traditions? Sometimes I want to uphold those. I want to uphold the good ones, though, the ones that bring people joy. Pardon, my sugar's decided it wants to walk off a cliff, and I have plenty of carbs in my system. It's just that little delay where the insulin has kicked in, but the 50 billion grams of carbs has not. And we're working through it, so words are hard. I had a Pop-Tart for breakfast. That's why I took the insulin, is I had a Pop-Tart and a big cup of coffee for breakfast. But tradition and legacy should be things that are optional and not expected. And everybody is their own individual person. They're upholding a legacy is a lot of pressure for someone. If it happens, awesome. But if it doesn't, it shouldn't be like that person's a disappointment or a black sheep. Everybody has, and I mean this, everybody can do something. I work with a lot of mitigated and overlooked demographics. Everybody is capable of doing something. And some people just don't, and I don't understand why people don't want to do things. Well, that doesn't track with what my brain is going for. Some people have no problems remaining stagnant, or having stuff done for them. And I don't understand those folks. Do I like having some things done for me? Absolutely. Because I don't like to do something. But there are things that I love to do that I know other people don't like to do, like filing paperwork. I like setting up filing systems. I like alphabetizing. I like setting up systems that organize and make people's lives easier. I love doing that. And like I am the most handy dandy office creature that you could have, because I like doing these things. I like organizing. I like taking inventory. I like making sure things are all in their categorized area. And I don't care what the categories are, as long as they're where they need to be, where they're easy to find. A lot of people don't like doing that. I love it. So I am very popular in an office setting where filing needs to happen. But I love it. I love it when someone makes me dinner. Can I cook? I can absolutely cook. But I love it when dinner's made for me. I was telling some of my coworkers, they were talking about the carts and like giving a new person tips and tricks on how to like make sure the carts are relatively organized. Um, and I know how I knew how this person like worked, and I've worked behind them, and I the best way I put it is leave the carts how you would like to come into them. I personally, and it doesn't take me any effort at all, which boggles my mind when people groan about it, is I, while I'm prepping my carts, I try to make sure that the shift that's coming up behind me, like all the medications that they're gonna need, mind you, it's the overnight, so it's only like 1 or 2 pills, but I still try to make sure that all those meds are pulled forward. So yeah. Making my way down to the low end. I have all kinds of little little sets of scissors. I actually found a set while cleaning this weekend. That was kind of fun. Found quite a few sets of scissors that I dropped. Mm-hmm. Well, hello, pretty lady. I've been mostly talking to myself today. That's okay. Mm-hmm. I have been I've been enjoying my if you have a hot second, I'll do it after stream if not. But Pretty Princess can be re-engaged. I now can reach my crowns. But apparently that one needs to be resized. I have to resize a couple of them. Yeah, but Pretty Princess can be put back on. Because I can reach them now. Oh, I feel it. I feel it. It is big. It's big feelings. It's all kinds of big feelings. Did you guys get a lot of sky drugs? We got we got quite a bit. I after stream I have to go shovel it. What am I doing? Okay, so I know most people can't see it. I did a stitch the wrong way, so I'm just stitching under. I'm stitching under. mean, I've been being elusive because I've just been busy, and now it's like it's the second week of some sort of normalcy, so I've just been kind of enjoying no surprises. My crafting space is getting cleaner, so it's making it easier. It's opening up the creative, it's opening the creative juices. I haven't been able to really paint recently because my painting requires a lot more room than I currently have. Mostly because I've been cleaning and reorganizing, so I've taken all my painty surfaces and reallocated them. But soon, soon, soon. I'm trying to get this page finished so that, and then I'll show off all the stuff that I've been working on. I try to keep this. I try to keep this all like cross stitch, but let's be fair. I do have arts and crafts that I like to show off because I have ADHD and I have hobbies. It, there are a couple of new residents at work, um, who are seeing like my arts and crafts and like, oh my god, how do you do this? And there's this one lady who I adore. Um, she's like, you need to spend a little bit more time talking with her because she does so many things. And they get in a conversation like that, and I was like, hey, when I say my brain moves at the rate of Mach Jesus, I'm not kidding. Like, my brain does not shut up, even with the meds. The meds slow it down a little bit, but my brain moves at Mach Jesus. Oh, that'll slow down as you get older. I'm like, will it? If anything, as I come to understand myself better, it goes faster. But because I have that understanding, it doesn't bother me as much. Mm-hmm. Closing in a spot. But as I clean, I'll be able to take pictures of my stuff and work on my digital goal of being having stuff properly photographed and being able to market it a little better. That's why I'm pleased. That's why I'm not upset that the cleaning has taken me away from some things, is because of the long term. When I do this, I'm going to be able to do this process. Yay! Okay. I need to see how many I actually have in availability. Okay, currently I only have four. I have five of it. I in reality I have six, but I have to resize number six. I have to heat it up and mold it to the shape of my head. So in my quest to find out information about like places like Shein and Temu, I found out the United States did it to itself. Um, the simple version is duties and tariffs only apply to purchases over a certain amount. And this goes for every single country. Every single country has duties and tariffs for their customs. The United States has one of the highest bars because if it's under a certain amount, like for example, I think an example was back in the 1930s and 40s when this was created, anything that costs under $10 didn't have to be cleared by customs, didn't have to have a duty or tariff on it because it was under a certain dollar amount. So there was no reason to pay all these exorbitant fees to have like a little trinket sent to you from Germany. But then Congress kept saying, well, we want this, we want to be able to do this and we want to be able to do that. And that opened the door. And it's kind of like I was saying earlier, is because you're an individual and not a corporation, you're able to get these things for cheaper. And I just kind of came across it because I have been doing my research. And because I came across another friend who on Facebook's like, fuck Temu or however you say it. And I was like, why the hate? And so I purchased a beadboard last night because my current beadboard is for necklaces and earrings. And I am currently doing flat work, and it is making it very difficult to do flat work on a surface that's not flat. So I ordered a beadboard that I'd seen on Amazon by the company Hobbyworks. I found them on Temu. Now, through Amazon, because I have to deal with middlemen and third parties, because Amazon, they are paying Amazon to advertise them, it was a $15 beadboard. On Temu, Hobbyworks, same company, same beadboard, exact same thing. On Temu, it costs $6.65. And I was like, I want this beadboard, and I'm just going to get it from this place because I'm poor and it's cheaper. But that's what I keep saying. People who are like, oh, fuck Temu, but then turn around and order stuff off of Amazon, you're doing the exact same thing, bros. Doing the exact same thing. If you wanna stick it to the man, start learning how to make your own shit. Until then, be okay that you're probably an awful human being in some way, shape, or form on your purchases. I'm sorry to say it, and I'm sure you don't want to hear it, but right now the way the system's set up is you can't win. You can try to win. I try to avoid Christian crafts. I try to avoid them. I try to go to Joann's and Michael's. I try to shop from local businesses, but even those local businesses have to get their shit from somewhere. So I support people trying to not be bad people, but at the same time, right now our system is set up to make us bad people no matter what. Do the good you can. Offer someone out in the cold a sandwich. Get them a drink. Something like that. Like I don't give money. If I see panhandlers, I don't give money. I ask if what they need, and I will go purchase it for them. I don't give cash. If someone needs a bus ticket, I will ask them where they need the bus ticket to, and I will go buy them the bus ticket and hand them the bus ticket. If they need a sandwich, I will ask them what they want. Okay, let's see. Uh, but yeah, and I even do it for fun things because everybody deserves to have a little bit of fun. I have I have surprised people with games that they've really wanted. I have sent gifts and whatnot, and I have no problems doing that. Um, because it helps, and I'm really good at finding things. But I try not to just hand out cash. Um, because I know substance abuse is, and if they, some people I know will be like, oh well, they're just gonna turn around and sell it. I'm like, okay, well that's on them. I bought them what they asked me for. But we have a lot of panhandlers up here that at the end of the day hop off the median and get into their brand new truck. And I've seen it. I've seen where they park and whatnot, and it's disheartening. It's like just grifting, grifting good-natured people. Mm-hmm. Those last few. I currently don't have any rhyme or reason for where I'm stitching or how far across I'm going. I'm just kind of filling in the blanks, filling in down this line here. And once that's all filled in, we'll move on to the next page. Last night we had a I really liked her vibe. Like I didn't interact with her a whole lot, but she was very calm. She resonated confidence and calmness, and it was a very soothing vibe that she gave off. And she was from a staffing agency, and one of our residents um, apparently has become very accustomed at getting their meds at a certain time, and she was buzzing for her meds when they weren't getting there at a certain time. And now let me be the first to say, my boss doesn't tolerate that behavior from residents or from staff. Um, so when my coworker went in and was like, "Hey, you're still within your window. It's only a little late. We can't always promise. She doesn't know you. She doesn't know your schedule." This lady was having none of it. So so unfortunately, this relatively new resident's gonna get the talking is we don't treat people like that, which you would think after at bare minimum 65. I don't remember how old everybody is, but you have to be at least 65 to move into where I work. At least in the years that they have existed, you would learn, you would know you don't treat people like that. Um, but it just makes me giggle. It's like I understand routine. I understand getting frustrated when something's late or not there. But the moment you tell me, hey, this person's new, they don't know your routine, all of it goes away. All of it. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was a jerk face. Nope, not this lady. This lady held her ground. So she's probably gonna get a talking to. I love that we're coming in for the finish of a page. Ooh. I wish her luck. It's a rough thing to go through. Like the you give up, at least down here with a lot of the facilities, you give up a lot moving in. My facility is not one of those. Like, yes, we're here. We exist, but we are responsible for meds and meals. You want to go out? You go out. We can't have you running around like getting sloshed. If you do have a problem like that, we have we have help. But we at my job, it's meds and meals. We make sure you have the food offered to you and you know about it, and we make sure that you have your meds available. Like, if you tell us no, fuck off, I don't want to take this, we will back right off. We don't force you. We were like, okay, and we go back and we document it. That's all that we do. We make sure that you have that basis of safety. A lot of other facilities are much more restricted. So, Godspeed in whichever level of restriction is happening. I don't think I could work in anything that's more restrictive. Like, even when I worked in group homes, I gave people, they had the independence, they had the rights. I made sure that they weren't bleeding or on fire, but that was their home that they were living in. And as long as they weren't hurting themselves or anybody else, they were more than welcome to do what they wanted. And I was apparently a rarity in thinking that. Oh no. That's well, hopefully. I've seen people come when they come to the facility, we're all worried because they're like, oh my goodness, they can't do these things. And then they start getting their meds on a regular basis, and they start like they start eating on a regular basis, and they start to flourish again. And then there are some people who just are like, nope, and we seem to be a filter. Like, we seem to be a filter for, do you need higher level of care, or did you just need some level of care? And we've had quite a few people, because we are there 24/7. There is always someone at our facility, ensuring safety and whatnot. So, so I was reading the notes on the person that has beef with me. Um, and I was reading the notes because apparently her beef is expanding to other people who look kind of like me, or at least have similar coloring. Um, Now, mind you, pale and dark hair is very common up here. Um, but at the same time, she started targeting a young lady who is very much in my demeanor too, like very professional, very nice, but very professional, who's pale and has dark hair. Um, and she apparently had just some sort of massive behavior. Um, and I was reading the notes that go back to when I was having issues, and it's apparently because I'm a know-it-all. Now, I would love to share with you my know-it-all behavior, and I'm hoping everybody will get a giggle. It is because I said, yes, you did, when she said, I need to have my meds. And my response was, you've already had them. And it was the no, I didn't, yes, you did argument. And because I said, yes, you did, and I gave exacting things, that is why I am a know-it-all. Yeah, and that's exactly all of ours at our level are optional, but our activities director will go around and harangue you. Uh, what was it? What was it? What was I doing? I was giggling. Oh, okay. So we have this older gent. He's not exactly social, but he'll sit in the hallway. He'll talk. He likes it when the piano's being played. Like, he's social, but he's a level of social that I get, where is I don't need to be interacting with you. I just need to sit out and I'll enjoy people watching. So he has TED stockings that he just recently got. And he's the kind of guy who he's one of the ones on a superstructure where he'll be like, it is 6:01 and I haven't had this done yet. So it was like day 2 or 3 of him having his compression stockings on, and I was getting ready to go in, but I had a guy who literally has one pill. Now I just go in and I give this guy his pill. I'm like, no, no. He's getting his one pill. He's like one of the first people I get to after dinner because he has one pill. Now, the gentleman who likes to have stuff done when he says it needs to be done is like, "Are you gonna come take my stockings off?" And I look at him. I'm like, "Yep, I'm coming over right now." Because legitimately I was. I just had to go grab the lotion that he needed. And I get in there, and he's not even ready for me. And I look him dead in the eye, and I go, if you are gonna sass at me, you best be ready for me. He has not harassed me since, unless he is ready. And it's funny. I tell people I have no problems being on someone else's schedule as long as I know what time you want your thing, and I can work it into my brain. It's one of my skills. It's one of the things that the residents really like about me is if they tell me when they want something, I can work it in to make it as close as I can, as long as there are no circumstances that pull me away. And I'm sorry if Ethel is on fire and it's gonna make me 5 minutes late for your 6:30 med request time. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put Ethel out of fire. Like, I'm gonna deal with Ethel first, and then I'll get you your meds. And don't you dare try to complain, because 5 out of 6 times I am there when you need me. and the residents know and respect that. But he is not. He has not sassed me since, because don't demand things of me that you are not ready for. Um, and I just find it giggle worthy, because I'm that person that, hey, I need you here at 6:30. This is when I kind of like to get ready. I'm like, I get it. Schedule, routine, totally understand. And I make sure to touch base every once in a while. Is this still a good time for you? Yeah. Yeah, the great know it all. Well, there's been instances where I'm like, hey, I can't give this to you because your doctor told us this, and I am restricted by my licensing to do what your doctor told me to do. And then I get yelled at by them, and then they go to my boss, who's like, she was doing her job. I don't know why you were mad at her. So it's one of those things. It's like I want to help, but I'm not gonna risk my license for it. I'll bend the rules. Don't get me wrong. I'll bend them. Oh, my nose is itchy. But yeah, after stream today, I get to go dig my car out, dig husband creature's car out. The fun. Because the rest of the rest of the week is supposed to be super duper bitter cold, and I'm not looking forward to that. It's gonna be nights on the couch, down by the wood stove. Mhm. These little areas are very deceptive. I thought I'd be like, oh, I'm on the second page already. No, no, these are very deceptive spots. I do like my new setup though. I know it doesn't really display from the other end, but I'm not rolling downhill as much. I'm still in the same positioning, but I'm not rolling downhill as much. The arms on my table are actually sitting still. I got a lot of things squared up so they don't wiggle as much. Mm-hmm. Doopy doopy doo. I'll show off all my fun at 11, or the progress of what I've been working on at 11. Just for a little bit of a material break. Coming in on the final corner. Okay. These two. That will even it out. So I can have from here. I have this little corner left, which is ridiculous because I know I don't have enough string for it. But we're closing in on a page finish. And it is 11, so I'm going to end this piece of string. We're going to show off the two small little projects that I've been working on. Let's see if I can find my scissors. Now, I have been looking at something that's been confusing me. Okay, it's just spare wire. It is what I thought it was. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let me clean out this piece of floss. Okay, so I have been just kind of playing with little things and whatnot. I call this Chinese Lego hell. It's very cute. It's all done, and I showed it off. It is little sculptures from Temu, or Temu, however you want to say it. This is like a $10 little thing. It's very cute. The instructions are very unclear, so if you get them, be warned. If you're okay at following weird instructions, then you will succeed. If not, then I don't suggest them. They're very cute. They don't line up like normal Legos, so very cute. But still kind of iffy. I got it to see if I wanted to do one of the bigger ones that I keep seeing advertised, and still not sure if I want to. And that is Ra's review of Temu Legos. But I have been going through and redoing patterns that I started out with my crocheting, and redoing them now that I have a better understanding of how a written pattern works, and going through and redoing and taking my time and being patient instead of rushing through trying to be like, oh, I totally can do this. And so I've been working on a tie rose, which was the really big roses. Now, my first versions, they weren't bad. Like, they're still pretty cool. But I am almost done the second version, where I took the time to read, and I'm taking my time assembling it, and I have one layer of petals left to put on, but I'm going to grab what I have. Now, this is the first two layers of petals. I'm still assembling. Well, actually, I can trim that, but I'm assembling. I have the outer layer of the black petals to put on, but it's coming together much nicer. It's still a very bulky product, but tomorrow, actually, later on today, it'll be all done. But just taking the time and having better knowledge of the words and the stitches and whatnot, it's coming out to be a better product. um, and that's why I encourage people to just make sure, just your first one's always going to suck. Your first couple might suck, but always come back and revisit. And this one's going to have a black outer layer. So, but that's what I've been working on beyond my big projects. And cleaning. Like, cleaning has been taking up most of my soul the past few days. I really like my flowers. I wish more people would be interested in purchasing them, but it is what it is. I need to get better at maybe showing them off. It's kind of funny. Tomorrow I'm going to be like, after I'm done my eye appointment, I'm gonna go pay for my my first craft fair, which is right next to where my eye appointment is. So it's always fun, because this is the same thing that happened last year. Because of the diabetes, I have to have yearly eye exams, and because of the retinopathy, I have to have yearly eye exams. So the craft fair that I'm working on, craft fair that I'm doing in March, gets paid for around the same time every year. And the big roses I use the big roses I use the wooden stems, because they are big, and they are very bulky, and having a more like, I probably could get a heavier gauge wire and have it all be okay. But they are beefy. They are not they are not your everyday flowers. They have some heft to them, I should say.
A new wave of power arises. From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn.
And I've been with this round of the roses. I took took my time in the petals. Um, they, it's funny. They all, I didn't understand it when I was making the first two. I've only made two other of this type of flower because they are so big. Um, and I didn't understand why they weren't flat. And in taking my time with this one that I'm working on today, or finishing up today, I've been working on it for a few days now. And in taking my time and sculpting it appropriately, I'm recognizing that that curve in the center is to accommodate the bulk of the rest of the flower, so that the small petals don't have too much of they lie almost flat, and the medium ones have a little bit more of a curve, but the big ones have like a big pocket in the center. And I'm like, am I doing this wrong? But now as I'm folding them and I'm sculpting the flower, I'm recognizing that curve in the center is to accommodate and create some realism to the item. Less than 10 stitches till the page is done. Mm-hmm. Woohoo! Got five, 4 or 5 stitches left. 4. Well, now we're down to 3. Okay, found it. 1.5. 1 stitch left, and we're at a page finish. Woo woo! Page finish for the win. Whoa! We have a page finish. Woo woo! Oh, oh, that's not. No, it's 225 stitches that I had. The page is done! Yes! Only like 15 more pages left. And hello, big dog. Long time no see. Yes, I have the galaxy entry. Oh, and I honestly I don't know how many pages. This is just page 1 of many. The wolf starts showing up like the page the this right here. This is the start of the wolf. Those 3 stitches I have it going. I have it going. Ugh. I'll zoom out in a second. I'll see how many. I'll do a rough count on how many pages there are. I'm just taking care of the color. 820 is all done. The entire page is all done. We're moving over to 823, but I will. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. So 6 times 5 is 30, and then 1, 2. So about 33 pages. Now we're moving over. Moving back over to 823. I don't know why the dogs are crying, but whew. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. Nice. I kind of did. I got a promotion. But you gotta celebrate. Gotta celebrate higher paying jobs. There's no crying in baseball. Sorry, the all I hear is the dogs whining, and they have absolutely no reason to be. The only thing I can think of is husband creature is awake, and he is not paying attention to them. And that's still not a reason to be crying as much as they are. It's Good News Monday! Woo woo! Oh my goodness, okay. Now that I'm on page 2, page 2. I was like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, why didn't I like do something higher up? Because I don't like starting at the bottom of pages. I don't like stitching up. But in this case, I am going to stitch up. Uh, what was that? You guys are fine. Pixie just got scared because she touched the broom and it slid down a little bit, which is funny because she's a big scared dog. At least she likes to think so. Okay. I'm I'm trying to orient myself because this is my starting point on a new page, and and my brain doesn't work. The reason I don't like stitching upwards is my brain has issues grabbing it and going in that direction. Um, so I'm trying to orient my brain into what I need it to do. But hey, well, I think that's what my mom said kids were put on the earth to do, is to drive you insane. But I'm going to work this column of 10 up as high as I can. And then I'm going to shift it over to get back up to as high as the ear goes, and then I'm going to work my way down. And it's going to look a little funny, but we have hit the wolf. We will see his ear occur in this page, and the rest of him will start showing up as we go across, which I'm super excited for. I am more than pleased. Skip 2 and but this page also, this, at least this block only has this one line, because the 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 block starts at this one, and this one goes down a little bit. There's more down, but I don't want to deal with that, so we're starting from here up. But I can't just leave the two that's right there. I just can't do it. Sorry. And there's a good chance that off stream I will fill in the downward, but today we are moving up. And I do like confetti. If I do have to work up, I do like working on confetti because I don't have to worry about the the me pulling a string essentially. No, that's not what I wanted. But I'm already pleased. I've already done 225 stitches today, so I broke my session goal of 200, which is always nice. It's always my session goal is 200 stitches, because that's for me, that's a good balance. It's 100 stitches an hour, and it includes all the jib jabbing I do. But with the block color that this particular piece has, I honestly, when I'm working on the block color, should be cranking out a little bit more. On this page, on this page, there are 3 main colors. There's the 823 that I'm working on. There's 939, and there's 310, which is black. Those are the 3 big colors that are this page. There are lots and lots of little colors. Let me show you what I got going. So, this is the stream, the 3 big stream colors, and then there's the either, and then these are all the little colors that I will nitpick away at as I need to. I'm glad for you. I want all my viewers and all people giving me gifts of time to reach their best goals, even if it's not where you want to be. Like, even if it's not your end point, you gotta start somewhere. Baby steps. And if there's anything I can do to help, I will love it. If I can, I would love to help. And I do see you streaming. I just, unfortunately, where I work, I can't just sit and have it on. Like, all of my friends stream when I'm at work, because I do second shift. I do 3 to 11, which is why I'm on at this time. I do carry a lot of guilt with that, is not being able to support my friends, and yeah, it's rough. But know that I love and support all of you where I can. With the flower getting done, I can I'm gonna try to start tackling, because all I have left, I have 3 things left for the meadow dragon. I have legs, which requires wire. That's always fun. I have the legs, I have the ear fins, and I have the horns left to do. And the ear fins and the horns won't take too horribly long. It's just getting to them, and I'm a perfectionist, so it's rough. But the meadow dragon will be going to assembly hopefully sometime this week, and then I'll be able to show them off in time for everybody for the end of the month to. And then I gotta finish Des. Is Des watching? Is she watching? I don't. Make sure she's not watching. Okay, so Des isn't watching. I'm making her a phoenix to go along with her baby dragon. I've been working on this phoenix for a while, but I've been making sure my skills match the phoenix, because much like with my flower, is I want to create a good product, and I am trying to get her phoenix done. Like the feathers, I'm so excited to start working on the feathers. But that's kind of like how it is with the meadow dragon. Is the legs are kind of weird, so I've been practicing, and it's a process. I've also picked out my giant diamond painting for the year. It's 30 colors. It is 48 centimeters tall and 85 centimeters long. This is the one that I bought going, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. I can't wait to have 4 different patterns to work on individually. No, 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 no. No, I was wrong. It is a huge ass picture and it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely gorgeous, but it is huge. So that's my diamond painting project for the year. I'll try, like, before I log off today, I'll try to weasel it out. I haven't even started it yet. Right now it's I'm flattening it. I have it tacked to the surface I will be working on it. What I use to set the Hogwarts on is it's particle board, so I can move it around and whatnot, and I have the diamond art pinned to it so that it flattens the canvas out. I'm thinking about getting duct tape to like totally. I like that diamond art is on actual canvas. I don't think I'd be able to work with it if it were on anything else. It's just right now I've been doing so much cleaning that it's behind a couple things right now. I might even I'm looking at what I have set up here. I might actually be able to do a couple streams, maybe once or twice a month. And of course, I'll work on it outside of that, but I've been trying to get my works in progress out and to the people. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I got the page done. That's a good boost I needed today. Even though I knew I was gonna get the page done today because I planned it that way. It's still nice to actually hit that goal because sometimes I get distracted. Okay. I was gonna say Pattern Keeper was thinking about it. I hit the hey, I cleared these and it was like, oh look, a butterfly. Oh, and today I saw a balloon. I'm really trying to get myself pumped to go shovel snow, and I'm not feeling it. Not at all. I'll skip 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. I would very much like his credit card. I don't though. I probably not. In all fairness, if I could just afford to exist, I would be happy. Like, I don't need a whole lot extra. Like, I would work to pay for my own extra things. Like, even if I had enough money and I was debt free, which, funny enough, is actually feasible in my lifetime for myself personally. Just it's taking forever. I would still probably work full time if I was debt free, because I like paying. I like being able to buy shit, even though I have more than enough stuff to keep me occupied for the remainder of time. I will probably be one of the first and few people to say I have privilege. I have everything I need. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my stomach, and with enough fighting, I have the medications that I need. That's the one area where I wish I had a little bit more, is not having to fight as hard for my meds. But I have friends who love me. I have my family. Like, I have a lot of privilege, and I have to keep reminding myself of that. Ooh, oof! You got more goals than I do. I have right now, because I want to say, like, this year I want to hit 10% on this cross stitch, which is feasible. I want to hit 5% on Captain Penis. I want to actually turn a profit at one of the craft fairs I go to. I don't even care which one. I would just like to turn a profit at one of the craft fairs that I go to, not just barely making my table fee. And I want to get my digital footprint cemented, which I am working towards. Like, all of these things I'm working towards, but sometimes it just feels rough. You can do the dino. You can do it. I need to find the star beads for the star embellishments for that meadow dragon that I saw that I'm working up to make for me. And my yarn friends. Is there yarn that comes in silver that's not metallic, or should I just lean towards finding a good gray? Or should I make my own gray? Because I have the skills. I have the shit to do that. Because I like the midnight blue one that caught my eye, that made me buy the meadow dragon pattern. But I want to have silver highlights. Instead of it being all dark blue, I want it to have silver gray outline as its off color. Instead of like the yellow stars that's in the picture, I want those to be silver. So, and I don't want to work with metallic floss. And well, my background's kind of looking clean. Like, I've been really clean and hard. Like, right now, all in front of me is what I tackled this weekend. But I can definitely tell looking in my camera that my background has gotten cleaner too. the hoop is hiding desk present of what I have done of it. Like it's looking really good so far. Woo! We are all insane. Oh, dog's licking their butt. I'm like, what is that? I hear a sound behind me, and I'm like, is it water leaking? Because I've had water roof leakage problems before. Nope, Pixie licking her ass crack. See, and while I do sometimes offer, most of my stuff that I give, I don't tell people they're gonna get it because I take forever. I take forever to get things done, and I feel so bad about it. So I don't tell people just in case it takes longer than expected. So it's not that I'm full of surprises, it's I just don't want to disappoint you. Kind of like the void here. I love the void. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the void. Oh, oh. Yeah, 90 hours is a lot. And then add in like the rest of your existence. This is a weird one. I don't generally do this. There's 5. Yeah, this is the start of the this is the outer line of the ear. Doesn't look like much now, but in a few weeks it should. Oh. Pixie, enough! 1 second, I have to mute you. Because I'm gonna yell at my dogs. Okay, I'm back. That's good. See, and that's the thing is I have some I have a ton of cross stitch projects that I work on behind the scenes that people have asked for. I say you'll get it when you get it, and it's because it takes so long. Like this is not a fast craft. That's why I do the crochet and the diamond art is because it gets me that when I finish those, they're a lot faster, and it gives me that dopamine to keep doing the big projects. Even the little cross-stitch projects take forever. But the big ones take a lot. Like I'm not gonna yank your chain and be like, oh, it's so easy. No, it takes a lot of patience to get these done because they're huge. It's all good. I feel it. I feel it so hard. Ooh, just got my hand caught in the string. Oh my goodness. That's 3, and then we got another 4. Funny enough, I like this version because this is kind of block stitching, because it's just like short little lines going in a direction. Like I do enjoy this. I enjoy it more when I'm going down, but it's nice little mindless stuff. And this ear covers enough space that I'll be able to hit a few of the other colors without too much effort. Like all the little colors, I'll be able to add a lot easier. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but I'll get there. I'm over enthusiastic in the highlighting of the stitches. I keep highlighting the row that I need to be doing, so. I don't want to go shovel. I don't want to go shovel, guys. So, back one and 3. take bets as if I get over 300 today? I think so. I'm at 274 right now, and I have a whole crowd that I haven't, whole bunch that I haven't actually hit that I did yet. So they're highlighted, they're just not checked off yet. I think I'll hit over 300 today. Page finish and 300? My goodness. And all the gabbing that I've done, like I'm doing good today. Okay, so after stream plans for Raw, it's gonna be shovel the cars out. That should take about an hour. And then I'm gonna finish my flower, which shouldn't take too horribly long. It's just the black petal. And then I don't know. I am gonna try to toss making dinner somewhere in there too. Oh, and the butterflies fell. I'll probably, since Husband Creature's working overnight tonight, I'll probably come home and do a smidge of cleaning. I'm probably gonna empty out the shop vac today, and then when I get home, fill it back up again. Get it all nice and clean, and then tonight come home and vacuum all the errant fur. I also need to do that up here in my craft room. Like, as I've been cleaning, like I've been sweeping and just getting all the yuck out. And it's nice. Like, it's nice to have a relatively clean work area. But then I look over where it's still very dusty. Okay. And I also look to the other side of me, like this area where I'm sitting, very clean. Behind me is work in progress. To either side of me, I have not even touched yet, and it's like I could take a week vacation and just devote myself to cleaning, and I probably still wouldn't get done. Because what happens is I find cool shit. God's honest truth. I'll start cleaning. I'll be like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And then I get involved in that, and then I forget that I was cleaning. So, yeah. But I do random weird things, like I do fish tank maintenance, or I'll sweep out a yuck, like dog fur from a corner that we hadn't found in a while, and I'll get that taken care of. Or I'll wash some blankets. Like, stuff like that gets done. It's just all over the place. My house is dusty. My house is not messy per se. Like, it's not. There's nothing like rotten anywhere. Then again, I have the best kind of Roomba there is. It's actually an intelligent Roomba. But it's keeping up with the dust and the fur that really get me behind, and that's what it is I have a lot of dust and a lot of fur. Okay, let's see, where did I... Yay, I broke 300 at 312. And funny enough, we're 40 lines. Well, as you can see, we're 40 lines. I'm gonna actually have to readjust my camera here. Here we go. This is 40 lines from the top of the ear. It goes up and over like this. It probably ends about right there. But it's yeah, working on 823. It's the entire ear. And then it goes down into the inner ear. Like, funny enough, I'll have to start down here again to do the inner ear part of it. I'm so pleased. Like, it makes me happy. Page 3 doesn't have a whole bunch of the wolf, but 4 does. 4 and 5. Like, the ears show up on the top row. Ah. Okay. So I'm gonna do a couple more rows, and then I'm gonna show off. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna secure this stitch, and then I'm gonna show off the huge ass diamond painting. Because quite literally, I have to go and get the shelf that I have it set on. Because that's how we're doing this. Let me just secure this row. 3. That's 3, and then skip 1 and 1. All kinds of dust and dirt. Okay, I'm gonna go grab it. Ugh. Doopy-doo. Okay. So this is my big project for my diamond painting. This is what I plan on working on this year for my big goal for diamond painting. It probably won't take the entire year, but getting it out of my stash will be very satisfying because it's super pretty. But that's that. So I'm gonna come back, give you some stats, and give you some good words. Oh, yeah, it has 30 colors. It is fucking huge. I'm just tossing that out there. Okay, so started out at 7.72%. We are now at 2.72%. Woo. And now we're at 2.83%. Did 312 stitches today. Woo woo. Got a page finish. All kinds of good stuff. I will not be on tomorrow because I'm getting my eyes dilated, and yeah, it's just rough. I'll be coming home to take a nap. So I will see everybody on Thursday from 9 to noon. I'll be working on Captain Penis. I'm almost always lurking, so if you need me, most people know how to find me. I'm pretty easy to find, to be fair. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will see everybody on Thursday. And okay, just so remember, because I don't want to set the dogs off too bad, be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. And today's overlying theme is you create